Oh, welcome to Car Nonsense. We've got some not very massive nonsense to talk about today, but we've got a really awesome, step up in, I guess, in terms of the sort of SUVs. I mean, the new Porsche Cayenne GTS has been revealed with a V8, 454 brake horsepower, unbelievable, and it's a beast. It is an absolute beast. Now, this was rumoured, but it is confirmed. I'll leave a link to autocar.co.uk down below in the description box. It can hit 62 miles per hour in 4.5 seconds. Now, I do not like performance SUVs. I know that they've got their sort of selling points and things like that, and I know people like them. I'm not a fan, but god damn, that's impressive. I think that's faster than my Nissan 370Z that I've got. I mean, that's really impressive. That is very impressive stuff. Wow. So let's dive into that today. Shall we take a look? Guys, if you're enjoying some of this car content and some of these news updates, please do hit that subscribe button and please do like the video and share it if you want. But let's dive into this today. So this is confirmed. It's confirmed. Now, the gallery itself, again, it's not massively different by comparison to what they have been before, although they have changed. More specifically, they've stylized the rear end. We all like the booty, and I do like the rear end of the Porsche Cayenne. I think it looks nice. I like the fact that they've got the sweeping bar across it now, and the twin exhaust, but also centered into the middle of the sort of fascia, the bumper. I really like that. I think it's nice. The interior, special. It looks nice. It's interesting that they've still got the little clock there. And I guess more interestingly, if you take a look at the images specifically, they haven't adjusted the gear selector like they have for all the other cars that they've had out on the lineup recently. Because obviously a lot of people know that they've changed it to this, it's almost like a key fob. I was just looking for my own key, but it's like a key fob that they've got now. Big infotainment system. I mean, it's stunning. Like, you can't argue. It looks stunning inside. I think most people would absolutely love to drive around in this. It looks luxurious. And it looks sporty as well. The steering wheel, nice size. It looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely got an upgraded sound system there as well. So let's dive into the tech specs. This is a great article on Autocar. So like I said, it is down below in the description box if you want to check it out. I'm very impressed with it. It's very expensive though, ladies and gents. It will be coming in at 85 grand. Well, actually 86 grand, because 85,930 pound. So what's that in dollars? Well over $100,000. That's if the exchange rate is to be believed at the point in time. Now, it's interesting that they are upgrading it from the V6. Now, again, interestingly enough, normal Cayennes in the UK, they're a dime a dozen. They actually go very, very cheap. But this is awesome. This is cool. Like, I like this. And if they sell more of these as well, then it just keeps the brand alive. I see their purpose. I'd love for Nissan, Toyota, and all these other companies to kind of enter this market so they can pocket some of this profit and develop more sports cars. That's my hot prediction. That's what I want people to do, but obviously they're not going to. So obviously, the article itself, look, the new GTS puts out 454 brake horsepower and 457 pound-foot of torque. That's from a detuned version of the Cayenne Turbo's 542 4-litre twin-turbo engine, which is 20 brake horsepower and 14 pound-foot more than the old V6. And that's still pretty good, and I mean, if you owned this, you could probably tune it up as well. So yeah, not too bad at all. Now, obviously, it's sufficient because it does a 62 miles per hour, 0 to 62 in 4.5 seconds. With a Sport Chrono Pack fitted and a top speed of 173 miles per hour. I don't know if you would want to do that in a Cayenne, let's be honest. 173 miles per hour might be just a little bit too much. Now, the fuel economy and the CO2 emissions specifically, I don't think does anyone really care about the emissions? I mean, obviously we care, but We don't go. Basically, the real world economy is 20 to 21.2 miles per gallon. Now, because this is on Autocar, guys, it's really important to note that that would probably be catered to the UK. We do our miles per gallon a little bit differently to you guys over in the States, so please check your guys over in the States, because that might be a little bit different. Now, that's actually, I mean, it's no different to the regular SUV, basically. It's essentially the same. Now, as is usual, this is sporting a derivative. The GTS features a lower ride height than lesser Cayennes, by 20 mil actually when on its standard steel springs, or by 30 mil lower with the optional 3-camber air suspension. So quite a bit lower, which makes sense. It's got to handle a little bit more. It is a sport car, I guess, sport SUV. Now, the Porsche Active Suspension Management System with a bespoke tune for the GTS is standard. Praise the Lord. Obviously, you know, we know that they're going to crank up all of the packages that you can pay for these things, but good God, yeah, good. At the very least, that is standard. Now, it has Torque Vectoring Plus system, which is good. These big, heavy SUVs, they do need a better cornering system. So yeah, the Torque Vectoring Plus system, it's been like, it's a lot of people say it's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, that's fine. Satin black 21-inch alloy wheels. Now the rotors themselves, so the rotors have a 390mm front disc and a 358 rear disc, quite large. Red painted calipers, because we know that adds 10 horsepower. That's why I've got them on my car. While tungsten carbide surface coating or a full ceramic setup are optional. Now, obviously, the ceramic brakes will cost an incredible amount of money. And yeah, it's optional for all-wheel, four-wheel steering and active roll stabilization. Now, externally, the GTS gets the Sport Design package as designed, adding black air intake, side window trim, tailpipes, and unsurprisingly, the GTS logos. And the LED headlights and LED tail light bar are also dark tinted. In addition, the GTS Coupe, I always think toupee when I hear that, features an optional sports exhaust with 2 central oval tailpipes. Now, I really like that. I think that looks really cool. That's awesome. Like, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of this. Huge fan. And I'd love it if car companies did bumper exit exhaust. I just, yeah, make that standard. It's so cool. It's like the coolest thing car companies have been doing recently. Well, they haven't really been doing it, but like high-end car companies do it. And I think it's absolutely awesome. Now, inside, obviously, Alcantara is everywhere. And it is. And you can see it. It's absolutely everywhere. You can see it on top of the dash there, through there, down here. I mean, it's just everywhere. Looks to be hand stitched along the top there as well. I mean, you can see where my mouse cursor is along the side of the door panel. The door card, it looks awesome. Like, it looks very, very comfortable. It looks very, very luxurious. My only concern about Alcantara, and anyone that has Alcantara will know this, it's a pain to clean. It's an absolute pain to clean. If you've got Alcantara steering wheels, generally speaking, they all get dirty and they look gross after a while as well. So, yeah, I don't know about this, but I mean, it looks great. Like, it looks awesome. I'm a huge fan, you know, and I'm not a massive Porsche boy myself, but I think it looks cool. So, you know, I'm down for that. Now, obviously, it has dark brushed aluminium and red detailing, while 8-way electronically adjustable sport seats with the GTS logos are standard. Now, I quite like that about sport seats. Like, bucket seats are great and all, but they do get incredibly uncomfortable after a while. So, yeah, 8-way electronically adjustable. I'm down for that. Now, both the Cayenne GTS models can be ordered now, with first delivery set to commence in July. So, it's done. It's dropping very, very soon. It looks great. I mean, look, it looks great. I'm not a huge fan of sport SUVs, but the tail bar's awesome. I like the fact that, you know, Porsche have been doing this recently for a lot of their cars. It looks great inside. I bet you it's going to sound great. The wheels are very, very nice. The front end looks nice. It all looks good. That actually almost looks a bit like carbon there. Quite difficult to see. Is that carbon? I think that's... Yeah, that is. It's carbon. Interesting. I think this is awesome. I think this is good. More companies need to do these sportier SUVs. And just SUVs in general, because there's a big market for them. They can make a lot of bank on that. They can put it into the development of actual sports cars for sports fans, or car fans. What do you guys think of the new Porsche Cayenne GTS 454 brake horsepower and a V8? Good news, bad news? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching Car Nonsense. Hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Take care.